integration of Cisco 9800 controller with Aruba ClearPass to deliver guest wireless SSID, which leverages the central web authentication to wireless clients in FlexConnect mode. Our guest and wireless authentication is supported by the guest portal with an anonymous accept user policy AUP page hosted on Aruba ClearPass in the DMZ sector. The lab will also test the traffic flow that corresponds to the development. First, the clients will use the radius to perform MAB authentication. Then the client will hit the URL redirect to a guest portal, which is hosted on Aruba ClearPass. And then after client accept EULA on a guest portal, the radius COA reauthentication is issued from the ClearPass to the 9800 controller. Then the guest is allowed to the internet. All these policies and profiles will be configured later in Aruba ClearPass. But first of all, let's configure our Cisco 9800 controller. Let's begin. First, I have added the Cisco Aruba ClearPass as a reader server in 9800 controller. Also, I created a server group for the Aruba ClearPass. Then next, I will choose AAA authentication list. Under authorization, I'll add a authorization profile. Choose network. Group type will be group. I will choose the AAA group. We also create the counting list. We choose identity as a type and choose our AAA group. For now, we create authorization profile. For this, I will give a different name for authorization profile. All right, authorization profile, I have authorization and accounting for identity. Then let's move on to check our ACL, our predefined capital portal redirect. I've defined 8 rules. Will allow, in this case, we're showing deny IP ending for ping and from ending to allow a DNS request, and will allow ending to our ClearPass for HTTPS and the reverse traffic from ClearPass to ending IP address, and also will allow forwarding the HTTP traffic and reverse traffic for HTTP. And in the end, we'll allow ending traffic goes to access HTTP and HTTPS. These two rules will be hit by permitting. This also means this traffic will be redirected to our guest portal. Click update. Now let's configure our WLAN profile. The SSD will name as guest. Under security, we choose none, and we'll click Mac filter and choose our authorization list. Click apply. We'll create our WLAN profile. We'll create our WLAN profile. So next we'll create a guest policy profile. Name it PP guest policy profile for guest. Turn on it and disable center switching, disable DHCP because we're making a FlexConnect mode. In the next, move on to access policies. Turn on radius profiling and the VLAN will make VLAN 99. Then we'll move on to advanced. Scroll down, turn on allow a override, turn on NAC status, keep radius default. For accounting list, choose our accounting list just created. The NAC status enable is required to enable 9800 controller to accept the radius COA messages. Click apply. Next, we'll move on to create our policy tag. On the tag, open PT branch and we'll add our WP guest to PP guest. Check, update. Next, we'll go ahead to create a flex profile, a P profile. We'll make sure native VLAN is 1. VLAN will create a guest and a co-op data. The guest will be assigned IP in VLAN 99. Then, don't miss out, we'll add our ACL, captive portal redirect, and essential web authentication. Click Save, click Update. Go ahead or double check our tags and the set tag SD branch 01. We'll assign AB join profile and flex profile. Perfect. Click Update. For now, let's double check our access point. Find our branch access point. And here we have assigned corrected policy tag, set tag, IF tag. Click Update. Then we shall move on to our ClearPass login. We'll first check our certificates and administration. Open certificate. For trust, we'll check we have added the CA root certificate into our ClearPass, and usage will add others. Close. Then we'll double check the certificate store. For select usage, we'll choose the usage for HTTP server certificate. Let's just make sure our HTTP server for ISA server certificate is assigned to BioCA. Then let's move on to configuration. We have added the controller 9800 as a network device in ClearPass. We'll make sure the ROA port is 1700. Save. The next, we'll move on to administration. Under server management, Server Manager, Server Configuration, Servers, Parameters. We'll change COA delay to 10 seconds. Save. These delay the origination of the CO message from ClearPass to WLC. This is required for ClearPass to successfully transition the state of the client points internally before the COA ACK comes back from the controller. For the next few steps, we'll be creating our profiles in ClearPass. The profiles first will be the Cisco portal request. This will send URL redirect to ACL, capture portal redirect ACL. It's predefined in our controller already, and we'll send our guest portal, the portal URL to the client, and also create a Cisco WLAN guest COA. This will make sure the ClearPass sends re-authentication back to a guest, to the controller. And it will make sure in the end the COA is sent and we'll get the ACK. Make sure we'll create the make Cisco guest valid. This will check the row allow guest the internet equals true. And these two profiles will be associated with the policy. In the end, we'll make sure we have guest service. After this action, the guest clients, when they click the AUP accept button, the ACK is sent and you are assigned with the allow guest internet row and will eventually hit allow access to use the service guest portal MAC authentication. Okay, let's do these few things in the ClearPass. So let's first go to configuration, go to endpoint, just open any of the endpoint and type in allow guest internet will equals to false, small case, save. These will be creating a new attribute, allow guest internet in ClearPass for the future use. Then we'll create our first profile, which is Cisco WLC guest COA. Navigate the profile, click Add. Template would use Radius COA. Navigate to Attributes. We'll make sure we have calling station ID and remove the rest of them. First, we'll add Radius Cisco AV pair. Type in subscriber command. Save. Next, we'll copy. We'll use Radius Cisco AV pair subscriber audit session ID. This is a macro. Copy and nest. Next thing will be the subscriber re-authenticate type, last. Click Save. For next, we'll create our next enforcement profile. Cisco port redirect. Click Add. I'll keep Aruba port redirect. Aruba as outrageous enforcement. I use Cisco port redirect and it's ready as accept. Move on to attribute. Change type 1 to radius Cisco AV pair. In here, value we type the URL dash redirect dash ACL equal captive underscore portal redirect. Copy, next. Save. Just type in this string with IP after your ClearPass IP followed by this value. Save. For the next, we'll be creating our last profile, make Cisco guest valid. Click Add. We'll be choosing ClearPass Entity Update Enforcement. For that, we'll be using endpoint, allow guest internet, we'll make true. Click Save. Then we shall move on to create our enforcement policy. WLC Cisco guest allow. Add WLC Cisco guest allows. We'll be using radius default will be redirect Cisco port redirect. When the COA is done, we'll make sure we add a rule. The rule will be endpoint. Name will be matching allow guest internet. It will be equal to true. The action will be radius allow access profile. Click Save. Then let's move on to create our next enforcement policy, Cisco WLC WebOS enforcement policy. Cisco WLC WebOS enforcement policy. Enforcement type will be WebAuth. For default, we'll make sure to use Cisco Re-Authenticate session for default profile. Click rules. We'll be matching authentication status. We'll be matching if equals to user. If the user is authenticate, we'll be make post authentication update endpoint known, and we add make the Cisco guest valid. Also, we'll be sending a COA save. Okay, save. Now we have defined a profile policy, and now let's define guest portal MAC auth for services. Add a service. We're using MAC authentication. Here we use guest portal MAC authentication. We click authorization and profile endpoint. And make sure we have Ethernet is matching .1x, .111. We'll be adding the false rule will be radius type Cisco AV pair will be equals to Cisco WLAN SSID to guest. Save. For the next authentication, the authentication source, we'll make sure we use endpoint repository and our guest user repository. Also for authorization, local guest. Let's move on to enforcement. We'll be choosing WC Cisco guest allow. And for the profiler, we'll be using Cisco reauthentication session. Click save. For endpoint, guess we'll just make sure it's computer. So save. Let's make sure we create a last service guest. Its guest will be our web-based authentication. It will be our guest. Navigate to enforcement. The only one has been chosen is Cisco WLAN Web Authentication Enforcement Policy. Click Save. Authentication will also make the local and guest. Save. Click Edit field. Where we insert after a new field. Insert username authentication. User interface, we're making no user interface. The initial value will be 1 and click save. We'll move on to the guest. We'll go to import account. Let's open this Excel CVS sheet. Create a guest at example.com account. row is guest. Uploads of user account. And next. Next. I'll be creating this account. The management accounts, we can see our guest example is created. Click add it. Guest name, or make sure we use guest Wi-Fi. For the session limit, I'll make sure it's 10. Account is active. Update. Let's move on to configuration. And the web logins. We'll create a new web login page. Name will be lab anonymous guest registration page. Page name will be I accept. The login message will be server initiate. The login form, I'll make sure there's no do not require username and password. We'll make sure it's in local. Let's check terms. Will be required terms condition. For the login page, I like Aruba guest skin. Give it title, will be like anonymous guest Wi-Fi. Go ahead, make the login delay 10 seconds. For post-update authentication, I will update endpoint and advanced to use the obvious names. Finally, let's click Save Change. Let's make sure it goes to Cisco. Save. You shouldn't call it guest. Guest example.com. Let's click Save. Now we lab anonymous guest registration web login page is created. Let's click launch. This is successfully getting an IP address. If I just open Firefox and try to access the ending of the web page, and it will make me redirected to the ClearPass guest, anonymous guest Wi-Fi, and just accept and log in. Let's wait 10 seconds for the CLA to happen. And after a long wait, I'm able to access my web page successfully. Let's take a look at our access tracker. The client web page hits our Cisco portal redirect with a username, and username is of course the MAC address, calling station ID, and we hit accept. You're gonna send us a number of Cisco AV peers. Those AV pairs are guests and masters MAB. And Aruba ClearPass send back the cap border redirected ACL to the controller and sends you a redirect for I accept redirected CWA page. Right after that, I click accept the term, and it got a hit by our username guest Wi-Fi for that logon page, and it assigned the role guest. It finding the username and guest user repository. Right sure after it sends out and COA to the controller. We wanted to make a re-authenticate. Right after that, a long wait, we make user authenticate and COA is working after that. And the hit over the enforcement policy allow access. The service is guest portal MAC authentication. And the first time we hit is the same. Thank you for watching.